Great respected friends, co-travelers, co-sadhakas, hearty welcome another day, salutations, gratitudes, congratulations, submissions for having the Sankalpa, Prayatna, Prarthana to continue this together journey of studying Shastras together and independent journey of your own internal sadhana. Prayers let us extend together to the Divine to keep us on this path in spite of us, whatever we are. लोकसेवक धर्मस्थापक विरागी भक्त शिष्य मुमुक्षु जिज्ञासु श्रोता साधक परिश्रमी प्रेरित प्रशांत संस्कृत भाषा ज्ञाता व्याकरण सहित and any other such individualities we can write down and keep on increasing these things in us, the new beautiful things that can be added from Yoga Vasishta learning is Shama Yukta Vyaktitva, Vichara Yukta Vyaktitva, Santosha Yukta Vyaktitva. As we are studying them, they also can be added in the target box, in the list of the things to be achieved. As a materialistic people have the list of materials to buy for their use to home, spiritual people have the list of the personality developments to be gained through efforts. So interesting. So may it click to us the need of this way, empowering ourselves or making our personality beautiful. And our six sources of blessings as ever, as every day, Brahma Tattva, Ishvara Tattva, Jagan Mata Tattva, all Devata Ganas, all Guru Gana, all Shruti Mata Gana. See, they're all always available. We only have to increase our time of contacting them, intensity of contacting them, and doing what is expected to be done to see that they help us, receive that help, and keep growing in that subjective knowledge and subjective identity. Shwethashwathara Upanishad is the Shastra we are studying. Prathamodhyaya, Saptamo Mantraha. The Prashna is being answered by the Purabhakshi that now it is Karyakarana Brahma. When we do Upasana meditation, we reach Karyakarana Brahma in which Jagat is very much there. So when there is Jagat, how can there be the moksha? Therefore, Jushtaha Tataha Tena Amrutatwam Eti. By uniting with or serving that Parabrahma who is not there now, who has become Karyakarana Brahma, by serving him, Amrutatvam we gain immortality. This sentence is Anupapannam invalid, and that sadhana also is invalid. There is no Parabrahma for us to realize. This is what is Purvapakshi. Then Siddhanta says, yes, if it is, if the Parabrahma has become Karyakaranam Brahma. But there is an Udgitam done by all Rishi Muni that Brahman very much intact in his pristine Satchidananda Rupa is there for us, available anytime to realize and get moksha. I am quoting to you the Shastras. So the 60-70% quotations we saw, those 3-4 quotations we see now, thereafter, beautifully tit for tat, the Guru answers the disciple on his own language, in his own language. Then another question. For that, the second word is the answer. Another question. For that, the third word of this mantra 7 is the answer. In this way, these words and the Bhashyams elevate our level of knowledge and understanding. All said and done, remember these knowledges, keeping them as the goal, rising up to them again remains as a big challenge which we call as practical sadhana. Let us embark on that also. Already is very much delayed. Let us see the subsequent bhashya of this mantra today. But before that, our prarthana sankalpa, before that, our a short, slight common sense thought. In today's common sense thought, three thoughts we discuss independent. First one is all three are simple, direct, unambiguous, very quick. First is ki our body, you know, in this body of ours, they are microbes, you know, the microorganisms which cannot be seen by our naked eye. So small they are. They can be the bacteria or the virus. See the comparison between their size and our size. Very micro they are. We are macro. And yet, don't we see in those microorganisms two types? One of them is helping in the development of our total body. Healthy bacteria, they are called. Some of them are there. And don't we see that there are other microbes unhealthy for whatever things they do of infection? Are they not disturbing the entire body's health? At one part of the body, that infection comes. The whole body is troubled. And who is causing that infection? Infection, the small microbe. इतना छोटा है वो, उसका औकात देखो, हिम्मत है. इतना huge human body, it has capacity to trouble. And those few days of infections or fevers, fever, bacterial infection, whole body is lost. That you cannot do anything. कभी कभी थोड़ा infection severe है, so it takes 2, 3, 4 weeks to go through the treatment and then recouping time. Energy is lost. 3 महीने हो गए मैं उससे अभी तक बाहर नहीं आया. People say, by what? It's all micro, जो आंखों को भी नहीं दिखता, but its effect. So too there are some positive bacteria which help in some digestion, इधर उधर वो भी करते. Why this example is taken is to say that we also, in comparison to the entire world or the globe, the whole globe, if we take it as a one unit or one body, we are all the microbes, a part of this globe. Size wise, even though we are very insignificant, very micro. कितना हमारा औकात, इतना छोटा. कब जीते कब मरते पता ही नहीं होता किसी को. किस तरह मरते हैं, किधर फंस जाएंगे, क्या है. Very insignificant is our presence. And yet, the thing is, the good or bad what we do has its influence in the health of the total cosmos, total globe. That is why in everybody's Jatakam Kundali, there is the Graha Dasha we see. What is that Graha Dasha? It is the response of those Grahas for whatever we are doing. So, our doing by body, thought, word, and deed has its influence even at that level, that they have to retaliate. Every individual, total enemy is there, but each individual has his capacity to influence even the movement of the stars, movement of the planets. And the more intense we are, deep we are, committed we are, involved we are in that, if it is good, positively we are adding to the health of the totality. If bad, very intense, very deep, then we add to the unhealth of the total globe. And that is what all this. The creator Brahmadeva himself gets the headache. The supporter Mother Earth also herself feels the pain and they go and ask Bhagavan Vishnu to protect them from these individualized single Dushta Rakshasas. Don't we see in all our Puranic stories that Bhumata saying that Bhara bahut zyada ho gaya, she goes to Brahmadeva. And Brahmadeva also says it's a big headache to me also. Let both of us go to Narayana and ask to help. Bechara Narayana living his comfortable Vaikuntha Loka. Some Rupa will have to come to eliminate what? That one stupid fellow and whoever are there around him. One Rakshas. आगे नहीं बात. So, even though we are size wise micro, we have the capacity to influence positively or negatively. And return also we get accordingly. We have to become sensitive about this. And this chance of positively or negatively contributing to the total is more with human beings. That's why human being becomes a very important aspect of the total created living beings. He himself becomes devatas there, he himself becomes the Pashu Pakshi also, and he has been given with so much of capacities of intellect and mind, etc., that he can do lot. That's why you see the total human unit now troubling the entire Prakriti. In turn, the Prakriti had to retaliate. The result of it is not only we, the human beings, are destroyed, the innocent, the animals, birds, बेचारा उनका कोई कसूर नहीं है. But human beings कसूर that the nature has to curse, that they are also affected. You know, they worshipped the Devata. Their power was so much that the whole Prakriti was pulakita, happy, enjoying. You know, like Jabate Rama Kinatah Masa, Sukhi Bhaye Muni Bhiti Trasa, Khaga Mruga Vrunda Anandita Rahahi, Madhupa Madhura Gunjata Chevilahahi. So Bharana, so Bharana, Jaha Prakata Raghubira Viraja, even Adishesh Bhagavan also could not describe the beauty of so Bana Bharana na Sakahi Ahiraja. To describe the beauty of that Vana, even a thousand-headed Adishesha also was not sufficient. Jaha Prakata Raghubira Viraja. है ना गिरिवन ताल चाल है ना गिरिवन नदी ताल छवि छाए एवरीवन गिरिवन नदी ताल सबके छवि छाया है जहाँ प्रकट रघुवीर विराज. People were like that, lovers of Prakriti, lovers of other living beings. Therefore, they were so more sensitive, more careful that their presence, if possible, should add to the beauty, not to the spoiling or ugliness. In turn, the Prakriti used to bless them, the Devatas used to bless them, the Pashu Pakshi used to entertain them. No swine flus, no bird flus, no the other chicken gunya, whatever nowadays the new one, monkey pox. अरे छेड़ monkey को क्यों छेड़ रहे हो तुम? Everything is animals retaliating. Why this subject today in our Vedanta classes? As a sadhaka, we have to know that we are troubled by so many obstacles, not accidental. It is we who are causing alarm to the globe, disturbance to the totality. Therefore, it has become highly sensitive in our thought, especially word as well as action, that it is only positive, not negative. It's not troubling the world. है ना? And the only two ways we all know, million times discussed, we trouble the world. Only two ways. If we can set right ourselves in those two, then we are no more a liability to the world. One is not doing what we are supposed to do. That is one way we trouble the world. Second is expect more than what we deserve or need. है ना जो हमें जरूरत है उससे ज्यादा कोवेट करना जो करना है वो नहीं करना नेचुरली जो नहीं करना करना Because जो करना नहीं कर रहे हो, तो either you are lazy or doing something which is not to be done. In these 2 or 4 ways you can add wrongdoing and not doing anything or not doing thing to be done. And the fourth one, expecting more than what we need. In this way, we trouble the whole movement of the planets and all of them. Isn't it? As I give you the example, the Bhumata and Brahmadeva, they get irritated because of us. Microbes we are. But still, small microbes as they irritate our body. थोड़ा सा नाक में गया इतना इरिटेट करता है, थोड़ा सा इंटेस्टाइन में गया बस जीआई प्रॉब्लम है ना, नहीं तो थ्रोट में गया, लंग्स में गया, थोड़ा सा हो माइक्रोब सीधा क्या हालत बनाता है. How much it irritates. In that way, in our inadvertence, how much we are irritating the samishti. देखो, remember, if everyone becomes sensitive about it, sensible about it, matured about it, and absolutely controlled in their behaviors, keeping the totality in the mind. This is the decency a human being is expected to have. है ना? You have 3 4 children or servants or subordinates. Each one is in a riotic manner, they are, let us say, chaotic manner or indisciplined manner. How much irritating it is to you? Don't you expect each of them to be disciplined and do what is to be done, avoid not what is not to be done? And it's a good expectation. They have to be trained like that. बिठा के उनको taking them into confidence. Same way, that education system which tells each individual that you are responsible for the good or bad of the whole universe, whole cosmos only. And every time the time is in front of you, as well as the abilities are in front of you. Do good, the future is good. Do bad, the future is bad. There's nothing like just like that the good or bad happening in the world. As the predictions go, 50 साल के बाद ऐसा होगा, 30 साल के बाद ऐसा होगा. इसका अर्थ क्या है? If you continue behaving negative, ऐसा होगा. If you learn and behave better, positive, ऐसा होगा. That is the meaning of predictions. Prediction is not that something is going to happen accidentally just like that. No. As an individual in total, what you are going to do, that's going to lead it. है ना? लाइक टुमारो मेरा घर पूरा साफ होगा. इट इज नॉट हाइपोथेसिस. जब घर के सब लोग काम करें तो होता है. और टुमारो मेरा घर गंदा होगा भाई, घर सब मिलकर गंदा कर रहे हैं. अपने हम घर साफ या गंदा नहीं होता ना. इन द सेम वे, realizing that though we are microbes, but we have influence. Let us positively influence the world. One thing today we have to learn. Conscious, Nirantara, Vishwa Kalyana, Loka Kalyana Hetu, the Sankalpa should keep on happening. And ever Vishwa Kalyana, Loka Kalyana is only in the spiritual evolution, not in any. Because in the materialistic evolution, एक तो matter is unreal, second is cannot have sukha to give us, therefore it goes on binding. Third, fourth is what? The more we become matter oriented, the projected matter becomes more. Reality are important. The substratum, the conscious self, becomes oblivion or unseen. Biggest sin it is if we promote materialism. Because you are forgetting the self, the Atman. I'm talking from the highest, purest scriptural standpoint, Upanishadic standpoint. है ना? The Sukshmat Sukshma is Parabrahma. He is Sarva Vyapaka. He is Ekameva Advitiyam. In him, Janma Maranadi Vikara are not there. In him only there will be happiness or bliss. Therefore, serving the word in its true sense is serving the word spiritually. If it clicks to us. If it doesn't click to us, then the lower level services. at the thought level, at the action level, in the comfort level. Is a lower level of serving the world. But be a servant. And you and I, because we are given the chance to study Shastras, know the truth, maybe Lord is expecting us to serve the world Adhyatmika Rupena. And obvious also, the other things we have no capacity. Nobody calls us. But spiritually we can pray for everyone. The purpose of one of the purpose of our classes is this, to send the vibration of spiritual thoughts into the world, subtle thoughts. That's why the sankalpas every day we do. Serve the world that way positively. Let us become positive bacteria, not the negative. First one today. Second, third, not required, but still let us share. Key, you have your children, one son, let us say, very from your side, highly expected. He was appearing also to be little promising. Suddenly he had gone into a bad company. He is not helping you also, he is spoiling himself also. And with the company of those stupid fellows, they are become notorious for the society. What do you feel? Isn't it? When he is dedicated to the unruly projects, unruly people, and also unwanted, unhealthy projects, we don't feel that joy or appreciation. Second thought we are discussing, first is over. Second, little related to that only, but little different. He, just like we don't want him to be wasting his time in his dedication to the meaningless things. You want him to study well, to make his own career, to earn good money, to be very dignified in the society. ऐसा आप सोचते हैं कि नहीं अपने बच्चों के बारे में? अब वो आवारा बन गया, है ना, wasting his time in only bad company people. We don't appreciate. In the same way, we have to think for ourselves also. To what matter or to what insignificant people or to what meaningless projects that we are getting dedicated and irritating our Father, the Lord. हे मनुष्य, मैं तुमको एक बंदा और एक छोटा प्रोजेक्ट एक यूजलेस उपाधि या सेंसेस भोग में फंसने के लिए आई हैव नॉट सेंट यू. I have sent you for the higher purpose of realizing me. You know, the Lord's clarion call. अब देखो, maximum are बहरा, they don't want to listen. By choice बहरा. But the God's call through the Shastra and Guru continues. That I have sent you for this purpose, not to dedicate your such a precious human life for one or two useless human beings. That also out of emotional attachments, and the outcome is both of them are going to fall in a ditch of samsara only. Whether it is a wife or husband or children, anyone. Not you are not sent to wholly total life surrendered there, and as if you have no higher goals or ambitions. You do whatever minimum required for them. But you can't dedicate your life to a kutta. You can't dedicate your life to some place to go, some one useless friend. तो दिन में हम 2 घंटे मिलके बैठ के बातें करते हैं, मूर्ख. You are a human being, not for those purposes. Your human life is for dedicating to the divinity, for that highest purpose. You know, this very sublime thing. The one who recognizes this in himself, he will not only depend on anyone for his own small little bhoga, he will not even get caught up in any of the people for any emotional attachment. No, you do your work, I am there for some higher purpose. The dignity helps a lot. Otherwise, useless materialistic human beings, and with them also for small little issues, we just get lost. And human beings are around us only. Now I realize in our childhood, father especially, he never cared us only. उस समय हमको लगता था बुरा ऐसा क्या है. अब समझ में आ रहा, he was busy in doing some work somewhere. He said, you grow. And that detachment might help him also to evolve further. Otherwise, this useless fellow nonsense, he never listens to me, never understands me, never acknowledges my love given to that useless, which whatever the relation it may be. दिमाग होना चाहिए, not more than a limit that we have to dedicate to anyone. As we said, otherwise, there are 4 or 5 weeks back, people will make use of us and throw like a tissue paper. We have to realize for what purpose we have come, dedicate to that, not for small projects, small indulgences, small enjoyments, and meaningful worldly human beings in whatever the form they come, or any living beings they come in any form. अब तोते के लिए जिंदगी त्याग मत करना. You will become तोता अगले जन्म में. No, that's that when we were not exposed to the scriptures, the Vedanta, the spirituality, higher goals. ये सब जब नहीं पता होता था, in that बेवकूफ़ी दशा, all were allowed. We are now less बेवकूफ. We are studying Shastra. So we have to have our higher ambitions, goals. That's the meaning of Sarvadharman Parityaja actually. Yesterday also in Yoga Vasistam we are seeing that subject. Right? We have to realize it from within and slowly, steadily, delicately, we have to conserve our little time which is left or energies which are there for sadhana. मेरे को तो हर क्षण डर लगता ही रहता है यार, एक एक मिनट एक एक घंटा खत्म हो रहा है, क्या करें. व्हाट इज डन इन दिस 1 hour और 1 day. है ना, सितंबर 21 आ गया, कब स्टार्ट हुआ पता नहीं. सितंबर. This is what is today second thought. Third one is what? Simple. Let us not neglect our upadis by abusing, misusing them, or by not carrying them. Let us pray as the prayers are extended, even in the highest Upanishads also, for the safety of the upadis. And when it is said, Swastina Indra Vruddha Shravaha Sastra Bhusha Vishvedaha, who are they? They are all Adhisthana Devatas. What they are asked for, Swasti Swasti, Sushtu Asti. Let our faculties be intact. Please bless. Because they are very precious. At one higher level of pure spirituality, they all have to be rejected as anatma. But they alone help us to reject them as anatma when they are in good condition. Therefore, let us do upasanas positively to ask the Lord, forgive us for all the sins done and see that my sharira is vicharshadam. है ना, healthy रहे, long living रहे. Because the ill health of the body, neither dharma nor upasana nor seva nor sadhana we can do. And don't say मैं प्रारब्ध भोग रहा हूँ, वो तो है ही हो. But there are options that Lord said in every of the Purana stotras we study. भाई ये उपासना करो तो रोग से आप मुक्त हो जाओगे. No, people are sometimes negatively arrogant, बेवकूफ है. वेदांतिक एरोगेंस, वेदांतिक मूर्खता कि ये प्रारब्ध है शरीर का, मैं उसको झेल रहा हूं. अरे वो तो है, बट देर ऑल्सो इट इज सेड नो कि when you do upasana to Lord, pray to the Lord, He will remove disease. And why should you suffer your prarabdha? Why that arrogance? You did मूर्ख work, गलतियां कर दी, पाप, और you want to suffer it also when there is an option. He considers our honest, innocent prayers. And when we say that, oh Lord, I want the health of Sharira, not like others for the outer bhoga, I want the health of Sharira for the yoga. When you ask Him, if we are honest, He will bless us. He will adjust it. है ना? The Indriya, Sharira, Mana. Why don't we ask the Lord to keep them healthy? Help us. So that we do sadhana. Not for bhoga again. योग के लिए. यही है ना फर्क. In all Upanishads, in the Shanti mantra, Sharira, prana, no apyayantu mamangani. It is said, which is the Shanti mantra, where it is not written. Sattachayo ravrimahe. All that Sahanavu avatu. First word is only that please bless our body healthy. But for what? For yoga. क्योंकि उपाधियां चाहिए, उसके बिना आप लाचार बेचारा हो जाओगे. Precious human upadhis. एक तो from our side also, let us not indulge in those things by which our upadhis are spoiled and useless for sadhana. वो भी केयरफुल रहना है. दैट मेच्योरिटी तो एक्सपेक्टेड ओनली. उतना दिमाग तो खुलना ही चाहिए हमको. मिनिमम इट इज. यू कांट बी लेजी इन दैट एस्पेक्ट. Then with prarabdha, we are having so many persecutions because of the past karma. For that also you have to ask the Lord, please forgive me, O Lord. Give me my intellect to be sharp today, not dull. The mind to be single-pointed, not multi-pointed. And the senses should be alert, not sleepy. Body should be active so that I can do my sadhana अच्छी तरह. ये मांगना है भगवान को. Then he gives, then we can. हाँ, when we are reaching to पराकाष्ठा स्थिति, then we just say अन्न प्राणमय नाहम देहोस्मि नाहम प्राणोस्मि. अब देह में दम घुट रहा है, शरीर में प्राण में दम घुट रहा है, अब कहाँ कर सकते हैं हम, है ना? Detachment from the anatma and all. Only in a healthy body we can do sadhana. Healthy mind only we can do sadhana. So the main point is that also equally crucial. And main thing that only for our inability to understand the Siddhanta Jnanam, inability to do sadhana. कारण क्या है? Upadhis are not intact. Whether it is Antakarana Upadhi or Indriya Upadhi, Sharira Upadhi or Prana. So we have to manage those. We have to ask the Lord. Don't misuse that Vedantic concept that मैं शरीर नहीं हूँ, मैं प्राण नहीं हूँ, मैं इंद्रिय नहीं हूँ, इसलिए let them go through all suffering. I will not ask the Lord. अरे जब वो देने को तैयार है तो पूछने में क्या हर्ज है? नहीं दिया तो मत देने दो, पूछ तो लो. That is also ego. I will not ask. I will suffer my प्रारब्ध. स्वामी जी मैं इतना शरीर से सफर करता हूँ, लेकिन कभी मेडिसिन भी नहीं लिया, कभी भगवान से प्रार्थना भी नहीं की, ये भगवान मेरा बीमारी दूर करो. मूर्ख नंबर वन. ईगो. See, you have to be very sensitive, very careful. And we also must know when we have the roga disease, how much others are also troubled by us. घर के लोग सब परेशान होंगे ना. Like if that roga is something contagious, mano. I'm infecting it to others. फिजिकल रोग हो या मेंटल रोग हो, आई एम इन्फेक्टिंग अदर्स भैया. अब लोग इतने एरोगेंट हो जाते हैं ऑन द नेम ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी. आई एम नॉट ईटिंग द फूड, नॉट डज दैट ही डजंट ईट. तो रेगुलर फूड है वो नहीं खाता, जो स्पेशली इनके लिए बनना है. एंड दैट लेडी who suffered in making food for all other buffaloes, she'll have to make special food for this fellow. मैं उपवास में हूँ, साबुदाना खिचड़ी खाऊंगा. It is a nonsense only. You make, don't make others work extra. For the bhoga kaho, yeah, because of disease also, how much we trouble others. Not only we trouble them, it becomes a runa also. And to clear that again, we have to get associated. These are interconnected, interrelated. All these things understanding is maturity. Not that Jaham Brahmasmi, kuch nahi, is a Brahmasmi only. That is why in Vivek Chode, Brahma Shabdair Kuto Mukti Ukta Matra Phalair Nunam. अब मेडिसिन का नाम लेने से दवाई बीमारी दूर होता है क्या? You can't get rid of the hunger by taking the name of the food. Isn't it? Like I am giving lectures to you online. And you are giving me dakshina also online. दिखा के स्वामी जी 100 रुपए दक्षिणा आप देख लो. क्योंकि मैं ऑनलाइन कर रहा हूँ, आप भी फोटो दिखाओगे तो मेरा पेट नहीं भरेगा. You have to be practical there. In the same way, here also. So these all put together is maturity. Like a big machine or a big jahaj or big aeroplane or cargo carrier. How many thousands aspects are there in it that each and every one of them has to be perfect by itself and in perfect coordination with others. Then only it will be not a liability and an asset for the entire machine to work. In the same way, we have to be very careful in every aspect of our life. That's the true maturity. Then that leads to the spiritual maturity also, spiritual evolution. So the three things we have seen today: our position as a microbe, yet we can influence. Second is our not wasting our time precious to any isolated thing or individual, etc. Nothing wrong. Tell them, अब you manage yourself, I'll do my sadhana. Minimum I'll do for you. नहीं बैठो मेरे पास 1 घंटा गप्पे मारो और क्या गप्पे मारते रहेंगे बताओ. यू हैव टू रिफ्यूज इट. मेरे को बोर लग रहा है आप आइए. मतलब यू आर ए जोकर फॉर देम, एंटरटेनमेंट पीस. मेरा नाम जोकर. They don't say that you are a joker counter. They say lovingly, they say emotionally. You should understand it, no? नहीं देना किसी को समय. कीमत है अपना. Love yourself and your sadhana. Third one is the preciousness of the upadhis, their health, their energy, their longevity, by not doing any mistake from our side, by doing positive things of good food, exercise, and keep on checking the health. So to ask in the Paramatma. Nirog Manao. Without any disease, physical, mental, every day I should be able to serve you, O Lord, throughout life. चाहिए तो एक दिन ऐसे उठा के ले जाओ मुझे, लेकिन don't make me a liability to myself and the world and not able to do sadhana because of any upadhi level inabilities. जैसे शरीर में रोग होता है, मन में तमोगुण रजोगुण होते हैं, मानसिक रोग. Isn't it? Shama, vichara, that's all healthy aspects of the mind. Absence of them is disease of the mind. है ना. मानस के रोग तुलसीदास जी so detailedly explains. ओम 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 सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति शांति. ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो ओम ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यो येरिमे गुरुविपूर्वं पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याता सर्ववेदान्ताः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः निधये सर्वविद्यानां विषजे भवरोगिणां गुरवे सर्वलोकानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः. ओम श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. ओम सुकृते दिकृते बहुधा भवतो भविता समदर्शनलालसता अतिदीनमिमं परिपालय मां भवशङ्करदेशिकमे शरणं. ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्य आदिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यमिवलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परं ब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे. समस्त ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदाचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां कृपया उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव कैवल्यमोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः धर्मस्य पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभित्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानाम् अस्माकं सह निरन्तरं दिग्विजयार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री कृष्णयजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतरोपनिषदः आद्यशंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. Parayanam. Yesterday we have finished the entire thing one round. Number 2, let us do one more round. Om Shwethashwathara Upanishad Parayanam Pratamodhyayah Shanti Mandraha. ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ ब्रह्मवादिनो वदन्ते किं कारणं ब्रह्म कुतस्म जाताः जीवामकेन क्व च सम्प्रतिष्ठाः अधिष्ठिता केन सुखेतरेषु वर्तामहे ब्रह्मविदो व्यवस्थाम् कालस्वभावो नियतिर्यदृच्छा भूतानि योनिः पुरुष इति चिन्त्या संयोग येषां नत्वात्मभावात् आत्माप्यनीशः सुखदुःखहेतोः ते ध्यानयोगानुगता अवश्यन् देवात्मशक्तिं स्वगुणैर्निगूढां यः कारणानि निखिलानि तानि कालात्मयुक्तान्यधितिष्ठत्येकः तमेकनेमिं त्रिवृतं षोडशान्तं शताधारं विंशतिप्रत्यराभिः अष्टकैर्षड्भिर्विश्वरूपैकपाशं त्रिमार्गभेदं द्विनिमित्तैकमोहं पञ्चस्रोतोऽम्बुं पञ्चयोन्युग्रवक्रां पञ्चप्राणोर्मिं पञ्चबुद्ध्यादिमूलां पञ्चावर्तां पञ्चदुःखौघवेगां Panchashad Panchaparvama. See these mantras, how exhaustively, detailedly we studied. If you remember all those exercises, efforts. अब याद नहीं रखा तो ठीक है, वो भी कोशिश करेंगे. But we have not lazy. In the entire Sambandha Bhashya of those 60 pages, we studied thoroughly. One mantra as given to us by the Rishis, we are trying to expose to. That is itself a sadhana. At this level of ours, coming regularly to the classes, listening to the Upanishad with the Bhashya is the prescribed sadhana. Apart from this, along with this, any other things we are able to do at home, that's our great Purushartha. Keep it up. Let there be always sense of urgency to reach the goal, desire to do more and more sadhana, and yet we must know our limitations. And whatever is possible, we are doing, and we should know that, yes. और थोड़ा मैं कर सकता हूँ, add करो. In that way, let the life be dedicated for spiritual pursuit. And in such way, let us do our sadhana with commitment this life, कि अगले लाइफ में शुरू से ही हमें सारा इसी के लिए पूरा मौका मिल रहा है भीतर से बाहर तो ऑलवेज द मौका इज देयर इनसाइड कोऑपरेशन and quickly shastra adhyanam by the age of 20 by the age of 30 35 everything is known that age onwards in the deep meditation by the age of 65 we have in that reality just like in the non-spiritual world same thing is done up to age of 20 make your academic study well. From 20 to 30, start your startup, whatever your profession, and from between 30 to 60, establish fully in your financial status and all, so that you have sufficient now. Even after retirement, you need not beg anyone. ऐसे कोई हर एक गृहस्थ को सोचना होता है संसारी को. In the same way, spiritual person also should live life this vision. All that should happen. If not this life, अगले में. इसमें भी कर सको तो nothing like that. Right? Now let us do our study. Om seventh mantra, please chant. उद्गीतमेतत् परमं तु ब्रह्म तस्मिन् स्त्रयं सुप्रतिष्ठाक्षरं च अत्रान्तरं ब्रह्मविदो विदित्वा लीना ब्रह्मणि तत्परायोनिमुक्ताः. Once more. उद्गीतमेतत् परमं तु ब्रह्म तस्मिन् स्त्रयं सुप्रतिष्ठाक्षरं च अत्रान्तरं ब्रह्मविदो विदित्वा लीना ब्रह्मणि तत्परं योनिमुक्ताः. So the first topic is Paramam tu Brahma. Brahman Paramam, supreme, untouched, unpolluted, in his own original intact form, is there. And he is there, he can be obtained. When you obtain him, you get moksha. All these words, all these things are Udgitam, very exhaustively explained in all Upanishads. This was the first topic. Bhagavan Adi Shankara was explaining it with all the quotations. For him, the yukti, the upamana, The Shruti are the support to convey to us the meaning of whatever he is giving the Bhashya on. So, what is the feeling we have to have? Study all these other Upanishadic mantras and then understand that Paramam Brahma is there and he is Udgitam. Therefore, the question of the Bhorabakshi that the Nirguna Brahma now has become Karyakarana Brahma. If at all you do the meditation, you do on the Karyakarana Brahma only, and you will obtain him only. And in that Karyakarana of Brahma, there is Jagat. So Jagat, when it is there, you are bound. Therefore, there is no moksha. ये गलतफहमी से हमें क्लियरली बाहर आना है. Because an arrogant, ego, selfish, bhogi person justifies like that. Ki Brahman has become Karya Karana, now the Nirguna is not there, so I have no other option than taking the help of the Karana Brahma through Upasana and from him get the Karya Brahma, the outer world, and indulge in it like a samsari. Paramam tu Brahma, etad udgitam. That's how we have to chant this mantra. Supreme Brahman is very much is there, other than beyond, untouched by his own Karya Karanatmakata. And he is Udgitam. About him, in so many Upanishads it is said, every Upanishad. Upanishad का पर्पस ही उस उद्गीत परम ब्रह्म का उद्गीत करने के लिए है. Then each of the word. Tasmin Trayam, therefore Supratishta, and it is Aksharam. Then Brahmamidaha, the students of Vedas, Vedanta, Atra Antaram Viditva. You should know how to enter into the truth. Then they enter it. Then Linaha Param Brahmani. They become one with the Parabrahma. Therefore, Yoni Muktaha. They are no more in that entry of the Yoni of Janma Marana. But all of that is possible only when one word is there. Tatparaha. तत्परत्व नहीं है तो कोई नहीं कर सकता. लेकिन गीता नो श्रद्धावान लभते ज्ञानम. बट that is only half sentence. Second is tatparaha संयतेन्द्रियः श्रद्धावान लभते ज्ञानम. We all understand only half the shloka. Swamiji Shraddhavan Lagate Jnana. Nahi. Tatparaha Samyatendriya. Tatparata means expressing that Shraddha in the form of doing everything to reach that Jnana. And one of the important things, where is it? Sanyatendriya. Actually, it should be studied from this side. Sanyatendriya Tatpara Shraddhavan Lavate Jnana. Not only Shraddha. Like we all have Shraddha. Does any doubt? That I must study Shastra, I must understand Shastra, I should do sadhana. किसको डाउट है इसमें? एटलीस्ट यू एंड आई रेगुलर श्रद्धा है, बट नो तत्परता, नो सम्यक इंद्रियता. देयरफॉर दो सपना अधूरा ही रहेगा. एडिंग फिलोसफी टू द फिलोसफी. व्हाट इज इट? मैं भी सोचा था एक समय ऐसे साधना करूं वगैरह. इतने गुरु लोग मिले भी थे मुझे. एवरी गुरु आई वेंट. हाँ, उनको दक्षिणा भी दिया. उन्होंने मेरे को केला वापस दिया. मैंने प्रसाद भोग चढ़ाया, उन्होंने मेरे को नैवेद्य दिया. But ultimately sadhana could not do. Because there is no indriya jaya. Why? There is no tatparata. Shraddha hai. We have to do. Okay, now yesterday we have come up to this point कि सप्रपंचम ब्रह्म यदि स्यात् तथा भवति एव मोक्ष अभावः न तु एतदस्ति. अगर ब्रह्म प्रपंच सहित हो गए और अवेलेबल नहीं है तो डेफिनेटली देयर इज नो मोक्ष. बट इट इज नॉट सो. देन व्हाट? यथा उद्गीतम उद्धृत्य गीतम उपदिष्टम कार्य कारण लक्षणात् प्रपंचात् वेदांतैः. In all the Upanishads, the Brahman is explained by being pulling him away from the Karya Karana Jagat. So he is always there intact in his Sachidananda Rupa. Gold still is there even though you look at it as ornament. Like that. The quotations we have seen, half of them. Just 5-4 more are there. वहाँ से हम करेंगे. Okay. कहा था कि यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते. Up to this we saw yesterday. यतो वाचो निवर्तन्ते अप्राप्य मनसा सह. Matlab Vani and Mana doesn't reach there. Means what? It is already there. Mana and Vani, their field of operation is the thoughts, the Karana, and objects, the Karya, subtle and causal. So he is beyond subtle and causal, to which the Vani Mana cannot reach. By saying this, what is Upanishad saying? Even though कार्य कारण ब्रह्म का जगत का अधिष्ठान ब्रह्म ही है, but still he is there for us to reach by going beyond the Vani and Mana, because Vani and Mana cannot take us there. What is the meaning of Vani and Mana will not reach? The meaning is not, therefore don't try. Vani and Mana doesn't reach means go beyond those things. Means उपाधियों से उनको आप जान नहीं सकते. Go beyond उपाधि. That is the meaning of it. But he is there very much. And another meaning is what? He is not only the limited expression of Karya Karana Brahma to be perceived by the Upadhis. He is Nirupadhika Brahma also is there intact. This is one thing. Beautiful quotations there all. And remember, the students addressed by these great rishis are, we have gone through other Upanishads, they are very familiar with Upanishads, language, Brahma Jnana. Only they have to be given the reference of this. They catch the thought. Okay. Next one is what? Yatra na anyat pashyati na anyat srunoti na anyat vijanati saha bhuma. And feel the meaning of that. Yatra, that state of being where anyat na pashyati. There is nothing anatma to be seen. Anyat srunoti, no anatma to be heard. Anyat vijanati, the anatma to be understood or known in the thought level. So, savai bhuma, है ना? सह भूमा is चांदोग्य. And then yo vai bhuma tat sukham na alpe sukham asti. That bhuma which is infinite, in that only there is sukha. Other than that, on that whatever the alpata projected, in that there is no sukha. This is Upanishad we are telling us that there is no sukha in samsara, some sukha is only in Paramatma. So yatra na anyashpatshasi, na anyat shroti, na anyat vijanati. Your savai bhuma means what's a bhuma? That bhuma sthiti of Brahman being infinite, even though through his Maya Shakti is expressing as the finite word, that infinite is still there. So all these quotations only are out to drive to our mind that the Karya Karana Vilakshana Nirguna Brahma is always there, even though we are doing our Vyavahara in the Karya Karanatmaka Brahma. So therefore you realize it for moksha. Don't say that the Brahman has become Karya Karana now, he is not available for moksha, therefore there is no use of doing sadhana. Yo vai, yatra na anyat pashyati na anyat srunoti na anyat vijanati sabhuma. Vijanati is Karana, Sukshma Sharira, Srunoti, etc. are Indriyas. So beyond the Karya Karanata, there is a Brahman. That is the meaning. Another shloka. Yo ashanaya pipase shokam moham jaya bhayam jaram atyeti. Again, Brihadaranyaka. Is that state of being right now available, but beyond what? Ashanaya pipase. He is beyond Ashana Pipasa, hunger and thirst. He is beyond Pranamaya Kosha. Shoka Moham, he is beyond Shoka Moha, which are the Dharma or Lakshana or the Roga of the Manomaya Kosha. Third one is Bhayam and Jaram Atyeti. The Bhaya and Jara, you can talk them both as Sharira Sambandhi or Jara Mrityu is for the Sharira, Bhaya is for the ego or individuality. Atyeti means staying beyond that, he is remaining there, that Brahman. तो अशना पिपासा शोक मोह भय जरा से परे ब्रह्म अभी भी है, इन ही इज योर गोल. अगर वो नहीं है, बिकॉज ही हैज बिकम कार्य कारण ब्रह्म, हाउ कैन द उपनिषद टेल अस कि go and achieve him and you are liberated from bondage. तो वो है, इसलिए उपनिषद कही थी. Otherwise, all Shastra should say like this, ना बेटा ब्रह्म नहीं बनता, जगत नहीं बनता ब्रह्म, तो ब्रह्म तुम्हें रह जाते थे तो तुम उनको परस्यू करके you have become liberated. Now there is no Brahma, it has become Karya Karana Jagat. You are unfortunate. Now you cannot do any sadhana and no result will come. Ayo, unfortunate, continue to be samsari. ऐसा कहना चाहिए ना. Is there anywhere mentioned that? Remember, throughout our Shastras, two things you have to catch. Nowhere it is said, you sit like buffalo, everything will happen like that. Whether it is dukkha nivritti, sukha prapti, even through the materialistic life. Nowhere it is said कि तुम बैठो सब कुछ अपने आप होता है. That never happened. Everywhere it is said करो 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 पाओ 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 पाओ. Do it, get it, do it, get it. One. Second is the final Shastras talk about the Brahman beyond the Karya Karana as existing and as the goal. These two things of our Shastras we have to very clearly understand. Undoing the bad things, doing the good for better equipments, and doing the ultimate sadhana of the Vicharana to see the Lord who is beyond, they all have to be done. Next one, Aprano hi amana subraha yaksharat paratah paraha. देखो, दिव्यो hi amurtah पुरुषः सबाह्याभ्यंतरो hi अजः. Then aprana hi amanaha subraha yaksharat paratah parah. In this, the Shankara Bhashyam is so beautiful. Just 3 days back only, we have done them in evening Mundaka Upanishad Bhashya Parayana. I remember all of that distinctly now, but I'll not explain right now. Takes time. Main point is understood. Divyaha Amurtaha Purusharaha. Then Aprano hi Amanaha Shubраha. Sabahya Abhyantaro Hyajaha. Apranaha Amanaha Shubраha Aksharat Paratah Paraha. है Paratah Aksharat Paraha. See, the Kshara is all Sukshma and Karana. Sorry, Sukshma and Stula. Compared to Stula Sukshma, the Karana is called as Para. That Para, which is again Akshara hai, compared to the Kshara, Stula Sukshma. Usse bhi Para hai, the Param Brahma. Aksharat Paratah Paraha. That which is Akshara and Para is Prakriti, Maya. Compared to that, Kshara and Apara are Stula Sukshma. From that Aksharat Paratha Bhi Paraha, beyond is that Paramatman. What it means, what? All the Stula Sukshma you merge in the Karana, remain Sakshi to the Karana, bypass it, you realize your essential self. That means that Brahman is very much there, not that he has become Karana, they were not available. Next one, okay. Ekameva Dvitiyam. देखो, Ekameva Dvitiyam. So, between all the Dvaitas, as a substratum, individual and common, that Ekameva Advitiyam is very much there for you to realize. अगर नहीं होता तो how come that Upanishad tell us pursue that Ekameva Advitiyam Brahma and Nehana Nasti Kinchana? कैसे बोलेंगे वो बताओ? In the same way, Vacharambhanam Vikaraha Namadeyam. All the trouble is in the Vikara, and Vikara starts only in the Vani. And that Vani does the Vikara only by Namadeyam, giving a name. And beyond that given name, Vikara, we attend to. The Avikari substratum alone is always there. Avikari Brahman is always intact. There, the Vikara in the form of the Rupanamatmaka Jagat is Vacha Arambana. It's a very sublime thought. It's only the beginning of the speech of the mouth which is showing to us the projected or modified the world. Otherwise, no world is there, no modifications are there in that Supreme Brahman. Vacha arambana vikaraha namadeyam. This is one quotation. Then we have two quotations. One is the condition. Number one, neha nana asti kinchana. There is a supreme state of Brahman where, which is one without second. There is no nana at all in it. The nana of the karanatva and karyatva. Next one, last one, ekadhaiva anudrashtavyam bradharanyakete. Ekadha eva anudrashtavyam. You have to visualize continuously that one Parabrahman who is a common denominator behind all. Ekadha anudrashtavyam. Okay. Iti, in this way, eva madishu, in so many shlokas, mantras, prapancha asprishtameva brahma avagamyate. In all these mantras, that Brahman who is asprushta, untouched by the projected prapancha of the Karya Karana, alone is being spoken and understood. Evamadishu prapancha asprishtam eva Brahma. Prapancha asprishtam Brahma. The Brahman who is untouched by the projected prapancha. Avagamyate alone is being explained, is understood. Therefore, oh my dear friend, you ask one question innocently, but I had to remove that question once for all doubt. Therefore, I had to give you so many quotations. And there are only few, many, many more are there. In which Prapancha Asprishta Brahma is there for us to realize and get moksha. Done. Now, when this is said, the conclusion of this is so beautiful. You know, the Bhashyakara says that one para will read it, then go to next question tomorrow. है ना. व्हाट इज द नेक्स्ट वन. कि तस्मिन् त्रयम वाला कलम पढ़ेंगे. उससे पहले क्या है, यतः एवं प्रपंच धर्म रहितम ब्रह्म, है ना. बिकॉज द ब्रह्मन इज नाउ प्रपंच धर्म रहित, अतः एव परमम. दैट इज वाई द ब्रह्मन इज सुप्रीम. दैट इज वाई परमम तु ब्रह्म, है ना. उद्गीतमे तत् परमम तु ब्रह्म. उद्गीतम इज ऑल कोटेशंस. In all quotations, the Prapancha Dharma Rahita Brahman is spoken. Because the Brahman is Prapancha Rahita, which is Udgitam, therefore he is called as Paramam. In this two Shabdaha, the two word is there Tulana Avadharane, means it is for ascertaining. Brahma hai, Brahma Param hai, Utkrishta hai, is not touched by the Prapancha and its dharmas. Tu Shabdaha Avadharane. Now, Paramam Eva means Utkrishtam Eva. The two things. One is Supreme, and Supreme Brahman is very much intact there. It is not that the two things, that one is Utkrishta and Nikrishta. In the Utkrishta Brahman, the Nikrishta Karya Karana is only projected and given reality. That is why both the things simultaneously we can't see. If you see the snake, you can't see the rope. If you see the rope, you can't see the snake. Because they are not two separate things for us to see them at different or one point of time, two different. No. As long as the projected snake we see, the substratum, the rope we can't see. Once you apprehend the substratum, the rope, where is the snake? अभी भी है, अभी स्नेक रस्सी तो पता चला, अब सांप धीरे धीरे जा रहा है. वो पाइथन है ना, तो धीरे जाता है वो. अभी गया नहीं. ऐसा होता है क्या? That is the meaning of this word Paramam Eva Utkrishtam Eva. So there are two things. The Paramam is Brahma because he has no samsara dharma. He has no prapancha dharma. Second is they are not two separate that way. He is simultaneously existing. Utkrishta Brahma alone is there. Everywhere you see. If you see ornament, you can't see gold. If you see gold, you can't see ornament. And in them, the gold, the substratum is Utkrishta. And gold is Paramam also. Paramam and it is Utkrishta. वो वही सत्य है, वही रियलिटी, कीमत उसी का लगता है. दैट्स वाई द गोल्ड बैंगल इफ यू टेक 3 तोला का है तो 2 लाख रुपए हो गए. 30 ग्राम. बट सेम गोल्ड रोल्ड गोल्ड है, ही विल सेल इट यू फॉर 30 रुपीज ओनली. Why? Because the original gold is there in that. इसलिए उसका कीमत. So comparatively, it is paramam, but really it is utkrishtam. Paramam means while explaining that beyond the karya karana which is projected, that Brahman is there. उत्कृष्टम कहने के लिए वो अकेला ही है, ये सब है ही नहीं उसमें, ये बात. सो परमम एव उत्कृष्टम एव. नो, संसार धर्म अनास्कंदितत्वात्. व्हाई ही इज परम एंड उत्कृष्ट? प्लीज कैच दिस क्रूशियल पॉइंट. संसार धर्म अनास्कंदितत्वात्, untainted, untouched by any samsara dharma. Samsara is there in karana prapancham, and the samsara dharma are janma jara roga mrityu adi एंड द्वैत द्वंद्व. ये कोई भी शुद्ध ब्रह्म को लेश मात्र कहीं टच नहीं करते हैं. therefore is called as उत्कृष्ट. and this point is उद्गीतत्वेन ब्रह्मणः उत्कृष्टत्वात्. because of this utkrishtatva of the Brahman only, the Rishi Munis were experiencing it. They have done the Udgitam. They have proclaimed about the glory of that Brahman, and Brahman alone is there, and that alone is reality. When it is realized, then only moksha, and everything else is only projected on that. So much Udgitam they have done. So much discussion they have done. अब देखो शंकर भगवान से इंटेलिजेंस क्या कहा तुमने पूर्व पक्षी महाराज? You said one quotation, no? While your thought was said. What did you say? Tam yatha yatha upasde tadeva bhavati. जिसको जैसा जैसा उपासना करेगा वही बनेगा, तुमने कहा. And that you told कि Brahman is not there anymore. He is now karya karanatmaka. So inevitable that the Brahma upasana is equal to karya karana upasana. And here yatam yatha yatha upasate tadeva bhavati. Therefore he becomes कार्य कारणात्मक only, क्योंकि उसी का उपासना कर रहा है. Therefore there is no chance of Nirguna Brahma. You said no. Same quotation I am telling you. Because the Nirguna Brahma is there, if you do the upasana of Nirguna, you reach that. Same quotation Shankara says here, tam yatha yatha upasate iti न्यायेन. ये जो लॉजिक तो कोटेशन तुमने दिया ना, उसी लॉजिक से मैं तुमको कह रहा हूं कि उत्कृष्ट ब्रह्मण उपासनात् उत्कृष्टमेव फलम मोक्षाख्यम भवति एव. द उत्कृष्ट ब्रह्म उपासना इफ यू डू, द उत्कृष्ट फल कॉल्ड एज मोक्षा डेफिनेटली विल कम. ही वाज रेफ्यूटिंग दैट. ततः तेन अमृत जुष्टस्ततः तेन अमृतत्वम एति. If you are serving that Brahman, you get Amrutatva. That was the mantra. Purvapakshi was refuting it. Because the Utkrishta Brahma hai hi nahi, because he has become Karya Karana Brahma, there was no chance of Amrutatva. No, 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 no. Utkrishta Brahma is there, Nirguna Brahma. You can do the upasana of him, means meditating and identifying with him. Then you get that absolute mokshakyam amrutam. Pakka milega hi tumko. No doubt at all. Therefore, udgitत्वेन ब्रह्मणः उत्कृष्टत्वात् तम यथा यथा उपासते इति न्यायेन, which you only quoted, उत्कृष्ट ब्रह्म उपासनात् उत्कृष्टमेव फलम मोक्षाख्यम भवति एव इति अभिप्रायः. Definitely, the moksha रूपी उत्कृष्ट फल, अमृतत्व रूपी उत्कृष्ट फल comes when we do the upasana of that उत्कृष्ट ब्रह्म. And here the upasana is identifying with it. Brahmavid, Brahmavid Bhavati, Brahmavid Apnoti Param. In all other Upanishads we have seen. Therefore, do the upasana of the Utkrishta Brahma and get moksha. Don't do upasana of Nikrishta Brahma of Karya Karana and become a samsari going from one Sharya to other. Asmin Hamso Brahmete Brahmachakre. बाहर आ जाओ उसमें से. Therefore, Udgitametam Paramam tu Udgitametat Paramam tu Brahma is explained this way. Now the second line, what is it? Tasmin Strayam Supratishtha Aksharam Cha. All these have to be explained. We'll study them. Om 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo परम ऋषिभ्यो परम ब्रह्मणे श्रुति मात्रे नमः तत्सत ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. Thank you friends. Join in 5 minutes for Gita in Hindi with Bhashyam.